Hi, this is Heda for Rice Filipino. I have not done any videos for a long time. It's because I wanted to go and do more inner work because I think that's more important to do first before we actually kind of advocate for things or for other people to do things in their lives. So anyway, I was kind of disturbed by the story about the pal stewardess who died in a bathtub on New Year's Eve. And as if you have been following my posts, I have said something about it. But the only I think at this point, what I really wanted to say is that there has to be a lot of changes in the way we operate as a society if we wish to give women more safety, more protection, and actually more freedom to go about and move about and do the things that women and girls also want to do with their lives. If you have been following what I have been trying to advocate for, it's more than just about women empowerment. It's actually, there are three parts to it. One is, yes, we would like to empower girls, and one of the things that we try to do is to get more girls into learning and training protective behavior. But there's also two other layers to that. One is that I think we need, and my daughter who's here, hello, agree that we need also to partner with men, especially powerful and influential men, in the sense that, okay, they're powerful because they have clarity about what they want to do with their lives. They operate in ethical and professional terms, in terms of their career or work or job. And they're powerful because they also use their voice and their platforms in order to help and support women. So that's the second layer. The third layer is that we all need, as a society, to also work together and to make the team building and the teamwork to happen between men and women, and not okay, to keep on separating men from the women from the men, because as a global community and as a whole, okay, of humanity, that's not gonna work for either genders or for our society as a whole. We were also talking about safety, and I'd like my daughter to talk a little bit about that. Do you remember when you said that, I'm not gonna show her face here, sorry, maybe a little bit, just the just the hair. Okay, so she's 19 and she spent more than, I think you spent about 2 years in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And as a college student, and she said, but here's the thing about it, before she went, we were all about her safety, and so we had to choose an apartment that's near her college so that she just has to walk and she doesn't have to commute and she doesn't have to use public transportation, because in my view, that's problematic and unsafe, and it puts her out there to so much risk. And then because of that, we had to invest so much money, but that's how the Philippines is.
Even
in Manila. Yes.
like in the morning, I had to always look out behind my back just to make sure that no one's following me.
Right, okay. And so it's like the walk to her from her apartment to her school. It's like we even had to do some kind of drill for it just before her school started during the summer. When I was there, I spent 5 weeks with her during the summer just before she started college, so that I could kind of show her the ropes. And before that, she spent 3 weeks on her own in the Philippines, in order to kind of navigate how things are, and to see how she could go about her daily life without endangering herself. So for her, we talked. There was one time when her boyfriend asked her, her ex-boyfriend asked her, how come women, what was the question? How come women don't feel safe?
How come women don't feel safe? Like, why can't they just wear whatever they want?
And
I got really
your answer
frustrated.
was?
I got frustrated, and then so I said,
Go on.
and so I got really frustrated, and I said, because we had to always watch our backs. There was this like TED talk, I forgot who to credit, but she was asking people in the room, how many women are here? And then all the women raised their hands up. And then the second question she said was like, how many women are here are afraid and they have to feel like they had to watch out for themselves as soon as they get out of their homes? And then all the women raised their hands up. And I honestly can relate to that.
Yes, and so it's like this when I go train in martial arts, for instance. When my sister and I and my daughter went to camp for training, like clothes and how we're going to present ourselves, to all the majority of the camp participants, who were, majority of them were men. We had to kind of be mindful about how we were dressed, because we didn't want to be a distraction and to the men in training. We thought that was going to be disrespectful, and so, but at the same time, we also didn't want to misrepresent ourselves, and as to what our purpose is in training. But and so we had to dress up, fully clothed, in like 45 degrees of heat in a tropical country under the sun, with 8 hours of training, the whole day for 3 days. And that's the kind of those are the kind of sacrifices and kind of mental preparation and conditioning that women have to go through and have to be always mindful about, in order to put ourselves in safe positions, and to put, so as to prevent ourselves from such high risks in terms of either being branded as something else that we are not, or just being violated for the way you're dressed. And so it's like when what would have made so much sense was to train in a sports bra and short shorts or cycling shorts, because that's what's going to help you cool down during the whole 8 hours of training under the sun. But those are some of the things that we women have to be mindful about. So what is this talk about? It's our advocacy regarding men and women working together, men and women speaking up, especially for young girls and especially for women out there who wish to do more on their own, and wish to live life to the fullest, and wish to live their youth while they are young, and not always have to be afraid of being comfortable in their own skin, of showing their femininity, of dressing up the way they want to be, to dress up. And it's and we're hoping that little by little, with whatever little effort we are making or we are attempting, there's more conversations regarding this. Bye for now.